Good people, Sanbonan, Makebalo. Yeah, we are busy with the revision, grade 11. So before I continue, guys, thank you so much again for supporting this channel. If you haven't joined the family, you haven't subscribed, please can you do so? It really helps me a lot. Let's go on. Now we are here where we say brackets 2x plus 5 and then another bracket x squared minus 2 then is equals to 0. Now this is a very important concept here, especially if you are told that this thing is equals to 0. The moment you are told that is equals to 0, guys, please, there is no need of you opening the bracket. There is literally no need, especially if you're in grade 11. And now, if you're going to open the brackets here, you're going to have this, and then you have something that you call cubic, which is you're not familiar with. So if brackets and is equals to 0, make sure you don't open the bracket. There is no need of that. This thing is already factorized for you. Just for you, it's just to equate these things into 0, and then you solve for your x. Like doing like this. Here, it's basically 2x is equals to negative 5. Now, there's a step that I jumped. Now, you're in grade 11, you have to jump that step. Now, here, or x squared is equals to 2. That's the only thing that you have to do from here. Then from here, then you divide by 2, and then your x is equals to negative 5 over 2. Or here, x squared. So basically, square root, and then your x will basically plus or minus square root of 2. Then you're done. This was basically how many marks? It was 3 marks. So for 1 mark for these two, and then another mark for this, and then you get your 3 marks. Now let's go to this one. This one, then in brackets, there's something that they say correct it into 2 decimal places. The moment they say correct it into 2 decimal places, you are not able to factorize it. Angeke ukwazi ukuyifactorize. Just go straight into what? Into your quadratic formula. But since it's like this, we need to take this 5 to either side, and then it's going to be x squared plus 5x and then minus 5, and then is equals to 0. The moment it's like this, now it's in the standard form. Now, these types of question are 4 marks. First thing here, making this thing in the standard form basically has a mark. So you just have a mark for just taking this 5 to the other side, and then it becomes equals to 0. Then you have a mark. Then from here, you just basically go to your quadratic formula. We know that the value of A is 1, the value of B is also 5, and the value of C is negative 5. Going straight into your quadratic, we need to give you a mark for substitution into a quadratic formula. You don't have to write the quadratic formula as it is, but if you want to see it, you can write it and then show the substitution after that. So it's basically x is equals to negative into 5, and then plus or minus 5 squared minus 4ac all over 2, my a is 1. Then from here, let me punch my calculator and then give me the answers. So it's a negative into 5 plus into 5 squared minus 4a into c, which is negative 5, and then 2 into 1. Then my first value of x is 0. They said correct into 2 decimal places, so it's going to be 0 into 8, 5, or x is equals to, let me change there, and then it negative 5,8,5. Then that's 1 mark there, 1 mark there, 1 mark, 1 mark. You get your 4 mark by using a quadratic formula. Now let's go to that one, which is also considered 4 marks. Now in this one where you have a sat here or a root, this is very important. Now the first thing that you need to do when it's like this, you need to what? To square both sides in order for us to remove what? A square root. Now we square both sides. Then squaring both sides, this square root cancels this, and then we're going to have squared plus 16 is equal to, now basically this tells us we need to open how many brackets? 2 brackets. So I'm going to have negative 2x plus 1 into negative 2x plus 1. And then from here, we need to open the bracket. So this and this is going to be positive 4x squared. Then this and that, we could be negative 2x, this and this, negative 2x, 1 and 1, just plus 1. And then this basically x squared plus 16. Then from here, we're going to take everything to the other side, and then it's going to be 0 on this side. So it's going to be 4x squared minus x squared. This is negative 4x, and then plus 1, and then minus 16. Then 0 is equals to, so 4x squared minus x squared, this is basically 3x squared, and then minus 4x, and then this is minus 15. Then from here, you can just go straight again into your quadratic formula. If you know how to factorize, do your factorization. If you don't know how to factorize, then stress yourself, go straight into your quadratic formula, and then you got the, you're going to get your x values. So x is equals to negative into negative 4, then plus or minus negative 4 squared minus 4a, and then c, and then all over 2 into a, which is 3, and then x is equals to, so negative into negative 4 plus into negative 4 squared minus 4 minus 4a, which is 3, c, which is negative 15, all over 2 into 3. Then my first x is 3, or my another x value, now let's go in, is going to be negative 5 over 3. Now, these types of questions, there is a mark that is very, very important here. You need to go and check, is this x a solution or this one a solution? Now, let's go and check. This sum, it was x squared plus 16 is equals to negative 2x plus 1. So now, if you need to check here, you go and substitute this x value here. So if it's 3 squared plus 16 is equals to negative 2 into 3, and then plus 1, your left-hand side needs to be equal to your right-hand side. So it's 3 squared plus 16, which gives me 5, and then negative 2 into 3 plus 1, which gives me negative 5. So basically, these two are not equal. So basically, x is equals to 3. It's not a solution on that sum. Now, let's go and check this one here. If my x into negative 5 over 3 squared plus 16 is equals to negative 2 into 5 over 3, which is negative plus 1. Now, checking that one is negative 5 over 3 squared plus 16, which gives me 13 over 3. Then let's check that one. Negative 2 into 5 over 3 plus 1, which gives me 13 over 3. So basically, this one is a solution, this one is not a solution. You need to check that, because you writing this or saying this is not applicable, you have a mark for writing that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. MagebaMaths.